Hello, welcome back to our channel, Way Out Here. Today I just wanted to do a pretty quick video, just a chit chat of me cleaning the duck pond on this rainy, icy, it's like, I don't know, it's probably like 35 degrees. I didn't check before I came out here, but it's kind of cool. Just wanted to clean the duck pond filter. It's so clogged it's not even spewing water anymore, but we had a couple things happen and I just wanted to do a quick chit chat and a quick update about that. So before we get started, I know my Carhartts are too big. When we do the video and I'm cleaning it out, you'll be able to see. I know I'm walking on them. I know I'm stepping on them. They're men's Carhartts. They're the smallest men's size I think you can buy. And they're really old. They're just ones that we had, that we got, that we're using until we can find a size that I like, that fits me. And unfortunately, they don't have a size small enough at our local Tractor Supply, or like the Baumgars or anything that I feel like would be more comfortable than these for the price, if that makes sense. So I'm getting as much wear as I can out of these. So anyway, I'm going to start cleaning the duck pond filter and we will have a little chat about all the cool stuff that is happening on our homestead. Alright, so we're going to get started on this duck pond filter. I got my gloves. It's nice and cool today. One update we have is, if you guys watched a video a while back, I'll include the link right here. Not link. I'll include like a little video clip right here of what I'm referring to, of a new friend that we had found. And we've got a new friend. So you might have seen her a little bit earlier in the video when I was giving them mealworms. She ghosted her way into our lives. So she just appeared out of nowhere, and we're actually calling her Zero after the dog in the Nightmare Before Christmas, that ghost dog, because that's kind of how she came. So basically, we had found her, my husband found her after sighting in his rifle right before a major snowstorm back in September. And it was a dog, and she was on a broken leash. And we put her up at the animal shelter, at all the sites, because we didn't want to take her to the shelter. She was super friendly, and we knew someone was going to want her back. And, you know, you always have that little bit of a feeling in the pit of your stomach if you take an animal to the shelter. She fit in here. She didn't bother the ducks. She didn't bother our dogs. She didn't bother our cats. So we just held on to her for a couple days until she was claimed. She was claimed by her family. And then they actually contacted me and said they were going through some hard times and we're not going to be able to care for her as well as we could here. So there's nothing against them, and there's nothing bad about that. And I think a lot of times people go straight to judgment about things like this, and I don't want that to happen. They were very amazing human beings. They were very amazing women that brought this dog, the lady and her daughter, and things happen. They do, and they wanted the best for her and came directly to us and asked if we would love to just have her here and play with her here, and it would be a great situation for her. It's great for the kids. The kids can throw balls for her. Alright, so yeah, that's a mess, but ducks are a mess, and I'm sure you saw the bottom of my Carhartts from like the knee down soaked. So muck boots, Carhartts, kind of got to do it when you live around here, way out here. This is really messy right now just because of the weather, and in the spring too it can get kind of mucky and muddy and gross, equally as bad. So anyways, I'm gonna flip you guys around. You can see our new friend really quick. All right, so there she is. It's a female, and she is Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler. She's beautiful. We were calling her Zero just because she was kind of like the Nightmare Before Christmas dog and ghosted her way into our lives, and oddly enough we ended up getting her on Halloween, which was Sunday. No, actually the Monday after we got her, but yeah, it was close enough to Halloween, so it was kind of interesting that we had been calling her Zero, almost like the universe had its plans. So we're having a hard time going back to actually calling her Dusty, but she will respond to Dusty because that's her name. As you can see, she's responding to me now. So we're getting used to it, but we'll get there, and we don't know, we might just call her both. Who knows? Hello. So I was doing my uploading and editing of this video, this whole update on our Homestead video, and I realized that I completely did not record the part where I talked about what happened to our duck Bourbon. So I'm gonna go over that. This is a really rough one for me because I don't know what happened to her. Our neighbor came to get the kids for school, and he had his headlights on our duck pond, and he's like, oh, how cute, your two little ducks are out there, you know, because we lost the 2 to waterlogging. I was like, yeah, they're doing pretty good, they're cute, they're out there playing around, right? So that was about 7 o'clock when he picks the kids up and takes them to school. About 7:30 I heard a lot of peeping and a lot of ruckus and a lot of antics going on in the duck yard, and I could hear this from inside the house. I work from here, and I was working on my laptop, and I could hear them. I could hear the other little baby we had, Muffin, out there just peeping away. So I got up, I went out here, and I was like, oh, that's weird. It looks like Bourbon's asleep on her pond, right? I go a little bit closer, and I'm like, wait a minute, she's not asleep. She's dead. Like, she just died. I have no idea what happened. The rest of them are fine. Muffin's fine. The big ducks are fine. She was curled up like she was sleeping. Her head was behind her, under her wing. If you have ducks, you know what I mean. And yeah, she was just dead. So I scooped her out and thought, well, maybe she got waterlogged. But no, like, her back was dry. Her head was dry. Just like the underside that was in contact with the water was wet, obviously. And her feet were wet when I pulled her out. And, like, they were kind of separated. It was very strange. I buried her, and I'm still, to this day, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know whether it was her time to go or she had damage from the waterlogging before. Like, when we saved her and put her in the sink in our house, like, I honestly have no idea what happened to her. And now I'm, like, coming to terms with the fact that I may never know, but I'm still wondering what happened. And if anybody knows what happened to her, I would love to know, because I don't want it to happen again, and I want to prevent that in the future. But everyone else was fine. All the other ducks were fine. She just was done. It was the craziest thing. So, all right. And the other thing is we made a snow slide roof for our beehive, because we get a lot of snow here, like a lot. And I'm going to turn you around and show you the beehive and show you what happened. So we get snow, so much so that it's over this fence. So that's a lot of snow, and that's a lot of pressure on the beehive. My husband put some expanding foam in here, and it split this board right here all the way down. So he's got a plan to fix this. He is going to fix it. We are not leaving the beehive like this. This foam is getting wet, and we are going to have to do something really soon. So we have their autumn bee food in here. Our bee candy board is on here and fits in there perfectly. So they have that. And it's been said, like, on cold days like today, you tap on the side, you can hear them. So there's their bee candy. Put pollen out here, and then of course we had the rain overnight, so we need to take this inside. This is no longer good. So anyway, that's our beehive. That's the problem we're having. We are going to fix that as soon as we possibly can, because we do not want any sort of moisture to get in this hive. And then hopefully, oh, see, there they are. So you tap on the hive and then you can see your bees or whatever. So they're still alive. They're in there, and I was hearing them. So they're okay. We need to get that fixed, and we are aware of that, and that will be one of our next projects, is to fix this snow slide roof that expanded on us in the rain after putting that foam in there. So that's another update. And actually one of our friends wants the 2 babies we hatch naturally, so we're going to give them to them. They don't eat their ducks either. He just wants a couple of cayugas, and it's kind of cool. He'll get the brother and the sister. We do believe that one of them is a male now. His beak started to change, and the female for sure has a strong quack, and the other one is still hasn't developed a quack. So we're operating under the assumption that we have a male and female, but again, we haven't vent sexed them, which is why we were just guessing before, but now we're pretty certain. So anyway, those guys are going to have new homes not too far from here. They're going to go to another Wyoming homestead situation, and they're going to be hopefully happy. There's already an established flock there, and that way they get a couple of cayugas, and then we don't have a brother and a sister. Like when we start hatching ducklings to sell, we're not hatching the offspring of a brother and a sister. You know what I mean? We're so yeah, so they're gonna go to new homes, and then in the spring we're gonna get more ducklings again. I'm gonna set the whole thing up different, and I'll show you guys in the springtime how that's set up. And yeah, in the meantime, we're just enjoying our new friend. Here she is. Just enjoying our time with her. The kids enjoy playing ball with her and having her around, and our dogs have taken to her really well, and we're just... So for me, the most important thing is when life throws you these crazy curveballs is to meet it with as little judgment as possible, especially when it involves other people, because you never know. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know. He's going to learn. He's going to do something else and make that work. I'm going to take my knowledge from the waterlogged ducklings and apply that and learn and grow so that this doesn't happen in the future. So that's all you can do, is like meet life with as little judgment as you can, with as little ego as you can, and just understand that you're a human, you're going to make mistakes, and we just need to learn from them and do the best we can for our animals, whether they're bees or ducks or dogs or a cat that needs a shot every day. You just have to do the best you can do, and cultivating that relationship between yourself and nature and yourself and your animals. So sharing our mistakes should be something that we all do, because in the long run, if it helps one of you to maybe save a waterlogged duck, then I'm all for it. If it helps one person to open their heart and open their home to a dog that they were not looking for and didn't need, or, you know, were not even on the radar to get another dog, then you've just helped somebody else. And you know, like these animals, they'll bring joy to our lives, and like the bees, they'll give you honey if you treat them right, and they will reward you. And we as humans need to understand that. And I'm hoping that my mistakes and my husband's mistakes in the beehive, the snow slide roof, we're hoping that these things will just help you and help you to learn and grow too. I still don't know what happened to the duck on the pond. I wish I could figure it out. I have had no luck figuring out what happened to her. And it could just be that it was just her time to not be a duck anymore. And that's sad, and it is a bummer, and I was highly upset about it that day, especially because I couldn't figure out what I could have possibly done differently. And, you know, that's, to me, the most upsetting part about all of this, is that I don't know how to fix that. Like everything else, the bee snow roof, and when the pond filter isn't working, go out there and clean it and clean out the motor, and it starts working again. And when, you know, somebody's, you know, got a situation that is super difficult, and you take their dog, like these things you can figure out, and these things you can work out, but that one's still tearing at me a little bit. It's like sticking with me because I don't know how I could have helped her, and I don't know how I could have saved that duck. And it's a bummer, but I'm hoping to learn from it, and I'm hoping to continue to read and understand maybe what happened to her, but I may not ever know, and that one's going to be the biggest bummer. So anyways, thanks for stopping by our channel, and consider liking and subscribing, and we will come back and share with you how we're going to fix the beehive snow roof. But yeah, we're getting into winter too, so we're going to have some winter chores and some snow on the ground things to share. And in the meantime, I hope you guys all have a good day, and we'll talk to you later from way out here. Bye.